data from the repository into your computer. Because let's say, for example, somebody contributes to your project and you accept the contribution and those files go into the main project. How are you going to have it in your computer? You don't have it automatically. It's not synced, so you need to pull it. But I'm also going to show you in this lecture how to contribute to somebody else's project, all right? And we do that by pulling a request. But anyway, let me show you how to pull the files first. So let's say, for example, I go to index.html and I edit this file. Let's go ahead and just edit it. And I'm just going to add something like, let's say, add one. I'm just going to say hello. H1 there. All right, cool. Now I'm going to write what I did, update it, index.html with hello. All right, and that's it. I'm gonna commit the changes. All right, and if you go to commits, if you go to your code right now and you click on commits, you can see that I just committed that. Right, cool. But now if you go back to your project, let's go to our Git course folder directory. We can see that the file, if we go and study this file, nanoindex.html, we don't have anything here. So let's control X, get out of there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna say git pull, enter. And now you can see now if you go to index, nanoindex.html, that change has been pulled from there. All right, control X again. And if you do git log, oops, all right, you can see that even the commit has been pulled as well of data index HTML with hello. And it comes from DS Edwin. That's the user, that's the author in the repository online. All right, so we have this information already pulled, and we see that we can pull information from the repository to our local computer, right? That's okay. But now, let's say, for example, we want somebody else to, we want to make let's imagine for a moment there that we want to we want to contribute to a project, right? So I'm going to log in as another user from another browser. It's super important that you do from another browser, since a Git will detect if you have another user and we try to link the accounts. So right now we have this user DS Edwin right now, and we have this repository with index.html. So now let's imagine that another user wants to contribute here to this project. What can they do? All right, cool. So I'm gonna get my browser. I have the other project right here, the other user. So we have this other user called the coding faculty. So now I'm gonna grab the name of this project right here. I'm gonna paste it in here and I'm gonna look for it. All right, cannot find it for some reason. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do advanced search, and I'm gonna look for the owners of Edwin Diaz. There we go. Search for it. Let's take this out and do it like this. There we go. We find this there, and now we are using the other account. Remember that, okay? We're using the other account, the coding faculty, and we're gonna make a new pull request. All right. So we see this project here, and we say, hey, listen, I want to contribute to this. How can I contribute to this? Right? Well, the first step to contribute to any project, all right, um, is by making a pull request. All right. But let's forget about you making a pull request. Let's say you want to upload, have this project in your computer, and then you want to do changes there. You don't want to just come here and edit files from here, because we can do that. Anybody could do that. But let's go ahead and fork this. All right, and it's asking me where should it. You see, it's already detecting that these accounts are linked. So I'm gonna fork it to this user. All right, and you're gonna see this in a minute here. So it's forking this. Now if I go to this user we have this new repository created for us there. So now all I got to do is come back to my local computer. Let's say forget about this learning git. This is the DS users folder. Let's create another folder for the coding faculty. So I'm gonna coding faculty. All right, and now I'm gonna go to the terminal. I'm gonna clear all this out, and I'm going to the desktop, and I'm gonna go to this folder, and here is when I'm gonna say git clone. Oops, and paste that URL in there. Enter. All right, and now if I do ls, you can see the git course in there, and I can go and see the into that. There we go. And now we have that index.html. Now here you can start doing basically the same thing we have been doing all this time. All right, now all we have to do is, let's say for example, we create a new file. Remember that when you fork it, what you do is when you fork it, you create a new copy in your own GitHub account, and then you are cloning that same copy, your copy, into your local computer. All right, so here you're welcome to do whatever you want. This is your own copy of the project. All right, you're not making changes in the other repository, is which belongs to this guy right here. You're not making changes there. I'll show you right now that we're not. So let's say git add. We're gonna add everything there. Oops. And then we're gonna say git commit with a message and my new commit or something like that. There we go. Git status. I'll do a little git status here. All right, that's it. All right, so now let's push this up. Let's say git push origin. All right, and master. Enter. It's gonna ask us for the username. This has a different username. Coding faculty. Password. There we go. And now if we come back here and refresh on this other account, you can see that it has post.php. And if you go to the other account, the DS Edwin account, you refresh, and that one does not have those changes. All right, so you're working entirely on a different, that contributor is working entirely on a different project, right? They clone your project, they're working on it. They can do a new pull request. All right, and create pull request, my new commit. All right, now they created a pull request, and when you go to your project here, refresh, you're gonna see that this person has a new commit if you want to accept it or not. All right, you click on it and you say, hey, listen, wow, that new commit looks exciting. What did he do? All right, so you first check on what that person did, the commit they created right here. You check on it, you see that they created this new file. You check it, you make sure that it's good, and then you can go back and you say, you know what, I like it, and you merge it. Confirm merge, done. Now you go back to your code, and now that new file is there. All right, I hope you see the concept on how easy it is to contribute. Now don't confuse contributors with collaborators. All right, there are two different things I'm going to show you right now. If I go to settings real quick and I go to collaborator, when you are a collaborator, they have a lot more permission than a contributor. So when you are a collaborator, make sure that you know the person, you trust the person, because what they can do is they can push changes into your main project. All right, you can look for the ID, the name of that contributor here. Okay, the coding faculty, for example. Well, I mean, coding faculty right there. You can find that contributor and you can add them, and then they can do more things that contribute. A contributor is anybody that finds your project online, because remember that your project is public, all right, by default. And if anybody finds it online, they can become a contributor. They can create a pull request if you like their request. then you can merge it to your project and create a better project. All right. So hopefully you got the idea. But anyway, if you don't worry. We're gonna keep playing around with this. We're gonna go and create the our project, and we're gonna upload it to GitHub and make sure that it's there. And I suggest that you do it. All right, that you upload anything, not upload everything, but make sure that you have version control on your important files, or you have version control on your project. All right, every time you're creating a real a project online that you care about, use version control, use Git. All right, but anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lectures.